The requirements of the new route are essentially the same as what the ICT set out, but there are a few differences. But nevertheless very important ones. I've set out sort of some of the key ones here. So we have the general salary threshold, which increased from 41,500 to 42,400 per year. And that's an important number and figure to bear in mind. You may have an established overseas employee that you're advising, or a sponsor who has a linked business from which they wish to transfer an individual. And that individual may have been working and ticked all the boxes for, more than 12 months, his sort of, long-standing employee. Now, going on to the overseas work requirement, I said I'd cover this in more detail, and that's in this slide. Applicants must be currently working for the sponsor or a linked business. Linked I've highlighted because I also want to refer you to this screenshot, if you like, just next to it. Eligible linked businesses are set out as a business or organization linked to the sponsor by common ownership or control. A business or organization that has a joint venture with a sponsor on which the applicant is sponsored to work. Moving on to the first bit of the application process, it is the assigning of the certificate of sponsorship. So this is the first stage really for whether it's a senior or specialist worker application or whether it's a skilled worker application. It always involves a two-stage process. The first stage is the certificate of sponsorship, which is really down to the sponsor, and the sponsor assigning that, drafting it, assigning it, paying for it on the Home Office online portal, which is the sponsor management system. So that's the first stage. But what you also need to bear in mind is what type of certificate of sponsorship the sponsor has to assign.